Hey guys. Well, I'm starting to get the how to do all this YouTube stuff. I'm working on it. Um I so today's the fourth awakening video. Today I want to talk about loving yourself. Awakening to loving yourself, cuz for me this is probably one of the hardest things. You ever notice that you remember all the things that people have said negatively about you, but you never really think about all the great things people have said about you? Well, you need to turn that around. You need to start remembering the good things that people say about you and have said to you, and disregard the ones that aren't so good. But that's not usually what happens in this world. You think about all the things and you take those things in and you think that about yourself too. And I did that. I've always, or you're just a giver and you always do put other people first before yourself, and I did that. I always want to make everybody happy. That's one of the reasons why my marriage didn't work, because my ex-husband had depression and a lot of medical issues, and when he get depressed, I'd always just try to cheer him up and make him happy, and it's just sometimes that doesn't work. But for me, it was like a failure, that I couldn't make him happy. And for me, I want to make people happy. I want to make people laugh. I want to make people smile. I'm a goofball. I'm bubbly, and that's just my personality. And so I'm still like that. I still, love to help people. I love to make people happy, but now I just have boundaries and I don't put myself last. And I don't give myself to people that don't deserve it. So, like, I've always been a chub. I've always been overweight. I mean, not always, but usually when I did get thinner, it was because I was stressed the fuck out. And that's usually when I lose weight. But I've always been kind of chubby. And even now, like, it's funny because, I mean, I don't talk bad about myself or anything, but, the universe, that you don't have to say anything, they can read your mind. So I'll still look in the mirror and I'll just be like, oh, and I'll have those thoughts sometimes, and I'm just like, okay, I know you guys heard that. Yeah, I mean, nobody's perfect, and it's definitely a process, but I do love myself and I respect myself, and I know that what I deserve, and that what I give back is something pretty awesome, because I know I'm an awesome human, and I have learned to love myself and put myself first. But it is hard, and if you're having a hard time with that, leave me a message, because we can talk. But I remember when I was first going through this, and I'd see readings where they said that, you have to learn boundaries, you have to learn da-da-da and all this, and I'm just like, ugh, I just like, it's so hard to do. But yeah, I mean, I feel pretty good about myself. I mean, yeah, there's, things, nobody's perfect. There's things that still bother me, and I'm 55, and I like see my wrinkles and stuff, and I'm just like, oh, can you guys help me get rid of these, But those are just personal things that, I think everybody goes through, and I think they get that. But yeah, so I was always kind of shy too. I was always kind of shy. I'm like the type of person that'll just kind of sit there and trip on everybody, and I think a lot of that is because I'm a starseed, I'm a chosen one, so I'm not from here. I was just kind of dropped in here, and even though you maybe had multiple lives, you don't remember them. You don't get the memory when you come here, and so you're basically just starting fresh. And I was always kind of shy and different. I always felt differently, like especially with just having a heart and being nice. Like I just never understood people being mean, and I had a hard time with that when I worked with teenagers, because teenagers are freaking mean to each other, and I used to get so upset. I mean, friends, they're like best friends, they hung out all the time, and they just say meanest shit to each other, and I just be like, isn't this your friend? Like, why are you so mean? And they're so, and I'm just like, what? Why are you so mean? Like, say something nice, No wonder, people grow up like me, like, just don't think anything, because, regardless if you're friends or not, like, I just never understood it. I know, especially boys, like to mess with each other, and I get it, and, like, I guess if you don't take offense, then it's not a thing, but for me, it just seems so mean. And, yeah, I don't know. I just always felt different. Like, why doesn't anybody see this? Why doesn't anybody understand that that's wrong, And even multiple things going on in the world today, and the way people act and stuff. I'm just like, oh my God, it's like a nightmare. But, you just have to realize that this is the world, we're in, and we are different. Number one, we're totally different. I know there's like this crazy glare. I can see, I don't know if that helps. Not really. Now I have it like right in the middle of my face. I don't know. Let's see, turn it this way a little. Is that better? I don't know. Anyways, so I just, I'm talk about little things that have happened to me. I like hardly ever lose my temper. I always used to tell my students, you don't want to see my Irish come out. When my Irish comes out, like, it's over. Like, it's scary. All my exes have told me when I lose my temper, like, it's scary. I guess I just turn into, like, I don't know. It's scary, which nobody, even, like, I worked with the same teacher for 10 years, and when I was leaving, after I quit and everything, he wrote me this long letter, it was really sweet, and he told me, to this day, I've never seen your Irish come out. And it's like, yeah, I mean, I know how to check myself. I know, especially working with teenagers, you just kind of learn that you just can't, lose your shit. But my ex-boyfriend, he would like literally poke the bear until my Irish came out, and I would just lose my shit on him. And even he told me, after we made up or whatever, he'd be like, you are so scary when you get that mad. and I am. Like, I mean, I'm not abusive or anything. I get so mad, like I turn red, and I'm like the Incredible Hulk, but only red, I don't know. Even my kids always say, well, yeah, Mom, when you get mad, it's scary. Like, I don't know what happens. I don't know, I just know I'm pissed, and I'll fucking, lose my shit. But, like, literally since me and him broke up, I have not brought out my Irish. Like, I haven't once, like, lost my temper. It's just like, but, I mean, I, have got upset and mad, but I haven't like just felt that anger like I felt, when I was like pissed off. Like I say, when my Irish comes out. I mean, but I don't know. It's crazy. You have to, I think it's important just to get to know yourself. And I think that's why they say, you have to have downtime with just yourself. You have to have, what do they call it, spiritually. Oh my God, you guys, see, my memory sucks. What do you call it, you guys? Help me out here. But when you have to like basically, just kind of stay away from people and just kind of go, get cabin fever somewhere, and you have to get to know yourself. And I think that's a lot of the process is, spend time with yourself and with spirit and universe, and getting to know, yourself, and getting close with them, and learning to trust them. Like my guide, I think I said this in another video. That's another thing. I think I repeat myself a lot, and sorry, you guys, if I do. It's just my guide. I was my guide's guide in another life, and now he's my guide. So that's how close we are. And I've gotten close with him. I trust him with everything. I always tell him, I wish he could come down here and just, be my soulmate. Because, I trust him. He's honest. He, like, will dance around up there, and joke around with me, and, straight with me, and he has my back, and always tries to cheer me up when I'm going through something. And so yeah, just talk to the universe, get to know them, love yourself. If you have a hard time with that, just work it out with yourself, your higher self, your lower self. Talk to your higher self, your little kid self. Like, you should talk to your, like, what would you say? Always think about, what would you say to your younger self? Like, for me, I would tell my younger self, everything's gonna be okay. I'm there for you. I'm sorry I didn't make the best choices and how to handle things and how to do things, and but I'm awake now and I got you. Talk to her. So I know it sounds crazy, but it helps. It's hard to believe that. We get so mad when we're here and we're going through it and everything, but, you literally did sign up to go through whatever you're going through. For me, I think, I basically, because this is a new world we're starting, like, a lot of things are going to be changing, you guys. A lot of truths are coming out about people that are doing things wrong. A lot of things with our medical, like in one of my other videos I talked about seeing a couple medical things, like I think something with our money is gonna change. I think basically something with government, like something how our government's ran is gonna change. And there's gonna be huge disasters, and they will seem like disasters when they're happening, but you know, just like personal, you know, our personal lives, we have to have towers kind of to break us down to build us back up again, you know, the right way. Basically, it's the same thing as when tragedies happen. It's just breaking it down to build it back up for better, you know. And that's the gist of what I've gotten. So, you know, things are gonna happen. You know, I told in a past video, I saw the numbers 3 and then the numbers 13, and it was like, I think I wrote it down as March 6th or March 8th that I saw that. And I looked up today because I was like, you know, nothing really happened to me, you know, I don't know if that was for anybody else. And then I just looked up what happened in the world on March 13th, and there was some like shooting or something that happened in, I think, Michigan, at a synagogue. And I was like, oh shit, you know. And then also that was when they had the most strikes against Iran and all that happened. And I was just like, oh, well, maybe that's what they were telling me. I don't know. But I don't know. You know, I haven't, most of the things I saw, you know, as far as like prediction things coming, that I feel most of those like happen early on in my awakening. I have recently, I saw those procedures with the eye transplant and the thing that I think fixes like people that maybe have a stroke or something, and they put like a little pearl in their shoulder, or it's supposed to do something, I don't know, but it's supposed to help them to where they have movement again. I saw that, but a lot of the things happening, like the earthquake, and I don't know if I think I said it in one of my videos, but one time I woke up and I literally had an asteroid, like, just, I mean, I don't know if it's an asteroid, a meteor, or whatever, but it looked like a huge asteroid. It was like long and just really rocky looking, and it was just kind of floating right, like in space, but it was like right here, you know. I could see it. Like a lot of things I don't see clearly, but a lot of these things that I saw I have seen very clearly. But yeah, I saw the asteroid, and then the asteroid went away, and then I saw like a blue sky with like a passenger airplane flying over, and I thought, are they trying to say like the asteroid's as big as the airplane, or some asteroid's gonna hit an airplane? Like, you know, I mean, my instinct at first was that they were saying like this asteroid's as big as an airplane, but I don't know. I don't know, still to this day. I mean, we have a lot of asteroids that they're saying, you know, get close, but they never get close enough to hit us. So I don't know, maybe that's for sometime in the future, or maybe, you know, I mean, I don't know why they'd show me a huge asteroid, basically. That was like probably 2 years ago at least, when I saw that. I think I have it in one of my other videos way back when. But okay, you guys, I keep making these longer and longer, but yeah, I'm gonna oh, what I wanted to say, you know, about loving yourself is, you know, just, we tend to focus on the bad things that people say about us and take those in instead. And I remember my ex-husband, you know, because people always take me as dingy, you know, which I am a little dingy. I have the dingy gene in my family. I mean, not just me, like everybody in my family has a dingy gene, you know, and we're all like, have good jobs, and, you know, we're smart people, but we got a dingy gene. It's just like, it's a thing. And, so, I, my ex-husband, you know, he said, you know, I always thought you were just kind of dingy and stuff. This is, I don't know. I think we were already married at this point when he told me this, but he's all, you're actually really intelligent. Like, you're really smart, you know, and he's all, I didn't think that at first. And, so yeah, that was crazy. But, yeah, see that guy, the ranger guy walked by and kind of threw me off. But yeah, he told me, you know, you're really intelligent, and it was like, yeah. And you know, I didn't remember that. I was only remembering the bad things, and that was my main point of this video. Is just, you know, start remembering the good things that people have told you, and just, you know, don't listen to the bad things, because, you know, sometimes people say things just out of spite, or, you know, they're jealous, they're, you know, whatever. And regardless, you need to pay attention to the good things, and that's what you need to focus on. Okay? All right, have a good day.